be on since. Oh, sorry, so sorry for that. My sound has not been on. So sorry. Once again, let me welcome you. Please, sorry for not knowing that my sound was put off. Okay, so we have the integer division and we have the float point division. Once you use the integer division, which is the double slash, you have it as what? As an integer. But when you have used a single slash, you have it as a float. Then when you use the percentage sign, you have it as you have it as excuse me, the remainder. You get the remainder after the division is being performed. Now we ended by giving us an assignment which you see on your screen. Please, if you've done the assignment, you can simply let us know by sending it across. Send it across. You can send it to, you can use it as a comment. You can send it across to any of the contact details being shown below. Please don't hesitate to do that simple and interactive program assignment there, then send it across to us. So before we continue, let me show a brief explanation of what I got from Global AI Hub. A brief explanation of what I got from Global AI Hub. See it, the definition for Python was given, and also some examples. I will be explaining these string functions, these errors here. This gives us an error because we missed the parenthesis. This parenthesis was missed. So you have to include your parenthesis anytime you make use of the print. It's a function and it must be used as a function. Though in Python 2, it was not used as a function. It was not it is not mandatory to use the parenthesis in Python 2, but in Python 3, you must use the parenthesis. So this is why we have this error here. Also, this is giving us an error because here we don't have the string. We don't have it as a string. You want to print the value of an assignment. Let me do this. Okay, we have name, then I say print name. This it will give me postmate, but this is telling me an error simply because hello is not declared. But in a situation when I declare a hello, when I declare hello, hello equals to hello world, this will still give me an error. Sorry, I told you Python is case sensitive. So when I do this, it gives me hello world. But when I comment this out, it tells me not known. Sorry, it's not giving me hello world because it takes that address. But subsequently, I have this good, this. Okay, okay. Now this also have an error. When you use a double quote, you must end it with a double quote. But when you end your double quotes with a single quote, then you have an error. So you must end your double quotes with a single quote, with a double quote. And you must end your single quotes with a single quote. Both of the quotes are not of equal precedence. They're not of equal precedence. Okay, so we have this. If in a situation you want to use a single quote in between a double quote, then it will go. But if you want to use a single quote in between a single quote, it will end the single quote in between will end the single quote, the first single quote. So a better way to do that is just to use the escape symbol, and that's what you have here in set 12. Now they showed us something about comments, which we've done this, we've done this, we've done the data types, different data types, we've explained it, and the length, this we did yesterday on the default IDLE, that's default editor that comes with Python. You must, it is always there once you install Python. So these are arithmetic operations, good. Plus in string is not same way it works with integer. When you use the plus sign in string, it concatenates. It brings the strings together. But when you use the minus the plus sign in an integer, it does what? It add them up together. So have 10 plus 10. This was this 42. Then if we have, let me use this as a print. Then we have print. print Hamplus plus hub. See, it concatenates them together, but it prints what I want in integer. Minus cannot, the operator of minus can't be used on a string, cannot be used on a string. It's just showing you the different operators and how they can be used. Good. This explains more the integer division, the floating point division, and the remainder. Good. This is for incremental to increase z by 1. So instead of having z equal to z plus 1, I can simply do it as z plus equal to 1. They serve the same purpose. It increases. That is just it. It increases. Good. So same thing here. And that is a big plus to our program today. Thank you, Global AI Hub. Good. We are not looking at logical operations yet. We'll leave it. See, when we come to after type conversions, the length of string, we've done that. Now, how you can convert a type. Now, you can convert an integer to a string to an integer. You can convert even this to floats and floats to others. You can convert a list to a tuple to a set, but you cannot convert a list to a dictionary. If you want to do the conversion from list to dictionary, you have to do some manipulations. You have to do some manipulation. Okay. So this converts the string, the variable main to an integer. See, here main is of the type float, but it's converted to an integer and it returns 12. Sub is of the type integer converted to a float, it returns 13 plus 0.0. Main is of the type what float converted to string and returns this. Remember, there's a string conversion there as the code. Now this is a list. Data is a list. The type gives us list. We want to convert it to a tuple. It gives us a tuple. Converting data that is this tuple to a set, it gives us a set. Now to convert it to a dictionary, we have to make use of some manipulation skills, which I did, and it gives us a dictionary. Why can't data in the form of a list or in the form of a tuple or form of a set cannot be converted to a dictionary? Is simply because a dictionary have need for what? A key. Now let's see, can you convert a dictionary to a list? Convert a dictionary to a list. Is data. It gives you only the keys. Convert it to a tuple. converting it to a tuple, it gives you a tuple, and converting it to a set gives you, but it doesn't give you the values. It only gives you the keys. It gives you the keys. Good. So we can move on with the conversion. Now, remember I told us we have strings, and these strings, string, list, a tuple, all can actually be indexed or sliced. They can be indexed or sliced.